Hello everybody and welcome back to my first published Civ 6 game. I'm playing as Spain. I didn't point this out last time, so I did just want to show you guys, for those who don't know, when you're fighting against civs with another religion, you get +4 combat strength, and that's why I was trying to go for a great profit as soon as possible. And they get some other bonuses that I don't fully understand because I haven't played a game yet that late into the game. So hopefully we can find that out together if you're new to the game, as I am, or you can let me know in advance what's coming up if you would. I do want to thank everybody for their feedback and support. One of the pieces of feedback I got is that I should be building districts as soon as I have the technology to do so. I'm assuming that means the way I haven't built a campus yet, I haven't built a encampment yet. The encampment I will be getting to in my military city, probably after the third archer. I just wanted to get a little starter army going. In fact, when we left off, it was time to choose a government. So, as a default, I usually go with oligarchy just because they've got the most balanced policy structure, and the experience in combat strength is always beneficial. Whereas these other bonuses tend to be more niche. We could go for the great people points right now because we are trying to rush a religion, and never have too many amenities. But for now, I'm just going to go with oligarchy. It's nice and balanced. I do want to go ahead and get the naval one because we do have our port city building boats now. Let's go with this one. I've tried this one before and it doesn't seem to do what it claims to do, so I never bothered looking into. Maybe it's just that my understanding of it is incorrect. We're done building builders for the moment, so I'm going to go with the best policy we can at this point in time. And since we have a wild card but no purple ones to drop in there just yet, I'm going to go ahead and go with settler, since we are in the capital building a settler at the moment. As far as civics go, I'm going to go for mysticism because I do want to get the great profit points per turn in that slot as soon as we can. And at that time, I'll probably swap out the settler one for that. So we're not going to get too many hammers off that settler policy, but nothing else for me to choose there right now. I do plan on buying some tiles. This city is going to have a watermill next, probably. So I'll want to buy these wheat tiles, for example, and buy into that wheat tile. This city has very little culture, so I want to buy into the iron tile, and so on. Anyways, when we left off, England had been fighting against Kumasi, which was bad for us because we were very friendly with them. And I didn't build any monuments yet, so they are a good portion of our culture intake at the moment. I don't know if that war's still ongoing or not. I don't remember seeing a peace notification, but it could be that I was too busy being wrapped up in what I did. So anyways, I had all this military and there were no barbarians showing up, so I decided if England was going to get froggy, we'd send the units over here and act as a blocker for if they decide to attack Zanzibar, because between our trade route and their quests, basically they are our economy, so we really need to keep them as them and not English territory for the time being. And because we did hit a new era, we got to check in on what these are. So it says Zanzibar wants trigger a Eureka for shipbuilding. I believe that's 2 galleasses, so I'll have that coming up pretty soon, actually. Let's see, Hong Kong wants us to construct a theater square. Okay, that'll be not long in the future. And they want a trade route, so as soon as the trade route here is done, we can send one over here. And that'll actually be nice too, because the settler here, I'm intending to settle here. There's no fresh water, but once we get aqueducts, we should be able to solve that. We do have these 2 marsh tiles, and we have the Pantheon that adds hammers to floodplains, oases, and marshes. So it'll be an okay startup city, and hopefully if we send our trade route from here to here, if it's possible, it'll travel in or next to that city. So that'll be nice. Anyways, let's move on. These guys are basically hanging out to act as blockers. Let's see here. I was going to have these guys come over too. There's no barbarians, and I'm not sure why, because the area is not really settled enough to kind of dissuade them from spawning altogether. At least that's my understanding based on the way Civ 5's camp spawning rules went. I'm not particularly familiar with 6s. I don't imagine it's too much different though, other than the fact that you can hear about it as soon as it happens through that little audible I mentioned last time. Alright, we have a housing issue here, and what that means is we're going to have reduced growth rate, so we don't need to favor growth at the moment. Let's see if I turn that off. Will they switch them over? They will. Oh, not food versus, okay. That's good for now. Oh, it says no growth. We don't want that. So let's turn that back on. I'll just go ahead and manually switch off the 3 food to 1 food. We'll still get a little bit of growth. We don't need to go full out and have no growth whatsoever. But it is time to build. I want to build an encampment. And I don't want to build it there. That's the only available tile we have. I don't know if river tiles are as beneficial as they were in 5. But I do kind of want to build it off in this direction because that's like in between our 2 neighbors. So let's go ahead and put it there. Alright, so I dealt with that. Let's figure out what everybody's doing here. Okay, we got a worker that's coming in over here. I wish you could radar. I don't think that you can anymore. These guys are coming over to the front lines. You know what? As much of an army as they have, and since I'm putting units here, it might be worthwhile to pick a fight with them just to gut their army. I've never declared a war in this game, so I'm kind of tempted to do so. I've got this neat little startup army, 2 melee and 3 archers. That'd be good for gutting an army. See how that goes. Sounds like a fun idea. I haven't declared war in this game before, so it will be interesting to see. These guys seem... I should have been looking. I don't know if... I still don't know if they're still at war, but both of these units seem like they have lower health than they did last turn, so I'm thinking it's possible. I want him to go across the river. I was going to explore up here, but since we can end up here to cross the river, I'll just go ahead and heal him up. No reason not to. Alright, let's get these guys coming through. And if I am going to pick a fight, maybe I bring this archer over here too. However, there is a bit of a traffic jam. We can't enter their borders, so we'll have him sit tight one more turn, and then he can come in behind the warrior, since they can only come in one at a time. And that way, if I need to change my mind, I can have him come back here. Alright, let's try and watch over here, see if they're still fighting. Alright, he healed, so that's not really an indication one way or the other. Oh, and I don't want to forget, I'm glad I just remembered, I want to take the tech off of that. So let's do that now before I forget. This is one of the things about Civ 6. As I mentioned last time, I'm a bit of a Eureka and inspiration whore, so last time I let horseback riding go a little too far, went beyond half, and I'm going to be about to build a pasture. In fact, I might be doing it this turn. So, and I don't want to waste that here as well. Basically, we're on our way to construction. I try to go for an early construction just to get the inspiration out of the way. There can be a bit of a traffic jam if you don't. So let's go ahead and go off of this because we're already beyond half. So as soon as I build a quarry, which I'm about to do in a few turns, that'll complete automatically. Continuing to research it at this point would be redundant. So let's put the research into here because we are going to get into that iron mine eventually. We're going to build the pasture, then the quarry, then the mine on the iron. And since I'm contemplating picking fights, it might be advantageous to go ahead and upgrade our warriors. Now, my understanding from previous times I've tried to play the game is I'll mine this and I'll get 1 iron, and that 1 iron will allow me to upgrade. I never saw a limit. I think I had one game where I had 3 warriors, and I was able to upgrade all of them, and it didn't consume the iron. So I'm not sure why that is, but it's clearly different than it was in Civ 5, so I just wanted to mention that. Because I did have a couple people saying that they're not really playing this game, but they're interested in learning about it by watching me play, which is very flattering, by the way. I really appreciate all the compliments and the support you guys have given me. It's a lot of fun. It's very encouraging. Okay, so we did have a request to build a theater square. We'll want this eventually, but it's, you know, so far back at this point we can pick it up pretty much on a whim. We will want this, but not until we get the construction technology for the inspiration. So I'll just go ahead and do this for now. I don't see a reason not to. Send envoy. This is always fun. Alright. So we have the option to become suzerains here and here right now. Um, it might be handy to take Kumasi just because they have been hefting up, and even if they're not at war, if we pick a fight, maybe they'll send troops. We do want to keep Zanzibar happy. Oh, also, once you get 3 envoys, not only do you become suzerain, but you get a bonus that basically adds stuff to corresponding districts. Now, right now, we don't have any corresponding districts, but we will be building a campus. Well, we want 2 campuses because there's a Eureka for that. So I do want to become suzerain with them pretty soon. We do want to build a theater square, so I'd like to hit it with them. Zanzibar tactically is very well positioned. It's like pretty much part of our empire anyways, geographically speaking, and they're between us and England. They don't have as good of an army as Kumasi, so in terms of like getting support, it might make more sense to go for Kumasi. But let's see the quests here. Shipbuild. Oh yeah, we didn't meet them first. We got the free envoy in these 3 because we met them first, but we didn't meet them first. And we did satisfy their quest, so that's why they have the 1. So that means all of these I should be able to receive natural suzerain just by completing these quests, whereas this one I'll have to wait to the next era. Because from what I've seen of the game, you get new quests every time you enter a new era. And it's backlogged too, if I'm not mistaken. So we didn't satisfy theirs, and once we do, there'll be 1 more because we're in our second era. That's my understanding based on what I've seen of the game so far. So I'm going to go with Zanzibar just because they're the only one. We're lagging in terms of that because we didn't meet them first. And we're about to do the shipbuilding Eureka. So they will be their suzerain right about the time I want to be picking a fight near their borders. So I think that makes sense. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm still kind of new to the envoy system. Like the Eurekas and the inspirations, I do trying to chase after them. I haven't played a full game yet, so I don't realize the full potential, but I don't know. It's one of those things that's just kind of satisfying to see, you know, more rewards since for the things you're pretty much doing anyways. Excuse me. All right, so this builder, I want to build a camp here, a quarry here, and a farm here. And I believe, yeah, various tile improvements actually adds to your housing situation. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 ratio, but hopefully, in fact, why don't I go ahead and keep an eye on that. If you guys know exactly how this mechanic works, let me know, please. It didn't change, but a lot of the things in the game in terms of the UI don't change right away. So I'll check that again next turn just to see if that changes the housing situation in Toledo. Okay. See, I've seen this message before. Does that mean I'm the leader and I'm surrounded by my impressive army? Or as a civilization, I'm surrounded by their impressive army? Like, is that a backhanded compliment or a genuine compliment? I don't actually know. But anyways, let's, oh, there's a builder down there. That's pretty cool. If we pick a fight, maybe we get a free builder out of it. Of course, that's not as valuable as it used to be because you have no way of knowing until you capture them. I don't think you have no way of knowing how many charges a builder has. Yeah, I can't seem to bring that information up. That's okay. Alright, let's continue to move these guys forward. You just sit tight for now. We'll have the blocker up front, so that'll be nice. Okay, so let's double check the housing situation here. Still says it's insufficient for full growth, which is weird because isn't camp one of the ones listed? Fishing boats, pasture, yeah, camp. Okay, so I'm guessing it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, or maybe there's something about that I'm not understanding. So if you guys know how that works, let me know, please. Okay. Well, I don't want to answer her because I had heard that in this game it's even more important than it was in Civ 5 that you denounce before declaring war in terms of warmonger penalty. And I definitely don't want to do this because I'll be known as a liar. I'm not really too concerned either way because as it would appear we're on one continent with only 2 neighbors, so we're only just now getting our navy up. So if we were to pick a whole bunch of fights or like wipe them out or something before meeting anybody else, it wouldn't hurt. At least that's the way it was in Civ 5. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to want to pick a fight now if we can get a free settler out of it, because that'd be depriving them of a city and giving us a city. That would be really nice. Unfortunately, if I'm going to pick a fight with them, I would like this warrior to come down here, but I can't get around right now because this is rough. So, and they don't appear to be at war anymore. I never saw a peace indication though. So anyways, we're highlighted on the scout, so let's go ahead and get across the river. Okay, he's missing some health, so I wonder maybe there's some barbarians up there or something. Okay, masonry is now complete, so we are free and clear to choose construction, and we'll be doing the watermill there next. So let's go ahead and change that technology right now. And when after the settler pops out, I'll build a watermill to get this expedited. And I'll double check to make sure I can build it faster than what it would take to get to halfway point, because we're going to want this as well. I'm not sure how much it matters, because we're going to be taking a number of turns on this. So, and after that we'll be going into whatever, probably whatever the construction inspires there. Alright, you sit tight, and you sit tight. Okay, let's head over and put a quarry there. You know what, maybe I should have put a farm here for, well no, I want the hammers. We're not even working this tile right now because of the housing problem, so. Oh, look at that! All that's blocking it is a slinger, and that should be real easy to take out. Oh, boat popped out. Let's go get some visibility here while he takes the inland visibility. And there is barbarian. Alright. Oh, you know what? After she talked to me about moving my troops, I meant to denounce her as a preamble for the war. But I want to strike right now because I got all these archers here in this warrior, and he's standing in marsh. So, like, this is definitely my settler this turn if I wanted it. In fact, I probably wouldn't even have to invest much. No, I'd have to declare war to see how much damage I could do. Okay, well, let's do that now then. I meant to denounce first, but I don't even know what that means exactly, but I want that settler, and I want them. I wanted to gut their army anyways, and I definitely don't want them tangling with Zanzibar. So, alright, I already built the quarry there, so let's head over to the iron mine. Use his last charge to get that online. And my warriors are nowhere near my borders right now, so I won't be upgrading them before the assault, which is unfortunate. I wonder if after I get their army I can just take this city. Then they'd be inside my borders. Yeah, because there's silk here. And that would be a unique amenity at this point. Your amenities don't have to be unique. The way my understanding of it works is the amenity basically acts as a luxury for 4 cities. So once I plant this settler, I'll have 4 cities, so the truffles will count for all of them. The jade will count for all of them, so that would take me up to like 8 pop per city. But if I took over a 5th city, then, you know, it's only, each one only does 4. And they have truffles, and we could buy into the silk as well. So this would be a worthwhile city to take over. It looks like it's all open terrain here, so it wouldn't even be hard. I just don't know siege mechanics in this game, like how plausible it is for archers to damage city walls. Anyways, we declared war, so let's go ahead and take this settler. Yeah, 1 shot, and then the warrior should be plenty. Indeed it is. Very nice. So let's shoot that warrior. Oh, I got him. Oh, and this is rough. Oh, okay. Is that a hill? Oh, good. Because I was afraid I wasted a turn. Like maybe I should have shot from there, but it looks like I literally couldn't. So we'll just have him move instead. He'll shoot him. And since I have that settler, previously the cities I was looking at was here. I saw over here would be a very mediocre option, but now I basically have 2 settlers and only 1 really good spot. Like, there's some bonus tiles down here, and that's kind of nice, but not enough You know, I wouldn't have any fresh water at first. Whereas over here, I could have the oasis right away, which with our Pantheon is good. And this, and we could grow into some decent production tiles and the sheep. And it's a unique amenity, or a unique luxury, so not the best city, but doing it just to seize the incense might be worthwhile, especially like as I said, we have 2 settlers now and only 1 really good settle location. We could settle down here. That would also get us incense. Another copy there, but a little light in the production overall. Yeah, we don't know enough about over there, so I'm actually going to have this settler come up here, I think. And the only downside to that plan really is that this settler is going to take forever to get over here. I don't want him traveling up through here because England has a greater presence along this edge of the border. So it's going to be quite a long trek to get up there because it's all rough. So it's literally going to be 1 hex per turn. Alright, so anyways, let's keep on moving here. Definitely want to go with the watermill next. And that'll be nice because it'll help accentuate these wheat tiles as well. So I want to do that for the Eureka and for the bolstering of our city in general. And let's go for the second galley to trigger that quest in the Eureka, and so we'll get the suzerain there. Oh shoot, I forgot to attack him. Crap. I meant to do that. This warrior was on pretty much on standby, and I meant after I shot to go ahead and hit him up there. Whoops. Well, scout versus slinger is actually favors the scout. The only problem I have with this is now the slinger can hit me first. But as you can see, we would do more damage than they would. It might be worth fighting. Wow, that really bothers me. I meant to bring this guy out. We could have killed him, probably. And now he's ganging up on my guys. Alright, well that killed him. That's good, that's good, that's good. Alright, get that settler out of there. You defend. We're in the marsh, but we don't really have too much of a choice right now. We're going to get killed if we don't armor up here. And we still might. So it does kind of look like they're still at war. I don't like that this guy's straggling. But what can you do? Can't settle this turn, but we can next. Ooh, there's a peace. The peace with Kumasi. Okay, probably because they didn't want a 2-pronged war. They want to get these units back. Man, that's real unfortunate, because that warrior that was here I probably could have killed last turn. And that meant this guy could have stepped and shot, and I would have been... Oh well. Oh good, they didn't tag team on this guy. Very good, very good. Okay. And he's bringing him up here, so the slinger was distracted, so let's go ahead and hit him. Yep, worth it. Continue exploring this guy. You know, and he's heading around here. We'll probably actually get to England at some point. His capital's only 2 tiles in, so we could actually build the next boat up and shoot from there, but I don't want to do that. That's putting on... I don't know what sieging a capital is like, but we can see 25 versus 20 versus 20. And I still don't even know what archers will do for that. So anyways, let's go ahead and buy this iron tile. It looks like we would have to wait 8 turns to acquire it naturally. That's too long right now, considering we have a worker or a builder there and ready to go. Although because we are technologically doing other things, I suppose I could have waited. Oh well, no big deal. Anyways, so he's healed. He's damaged, but can probably... Yeah, okay, so we'll have him finish him. This guy can step and shoot, but it's a question of which do I want to shoot. Probably him. Because of the new rules, he should be able to get by and only take 1 attack per turn, so he should survive. And this is a more tenuous, or more threatening unit, so... Alright, so this city, it's not ideal, but we did have an extra settler at that point, so I'm not going to complain. I want to start by building a builder, though. I want to get this online as quickly as possible because we've got 2 cities about ready to grow to 5 pop, so their need for amenities is going to improve. We're about to drop a 5th city, so our need for amenities improves. And we're going to be taking over a 6th, so our need for amenities actually shot up significantly since the beginning of this recording, and I want to be prepared for that. Alright, so, okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Free worker. What are the chances that we'll actually get to have it? Okay, he's coming after that. That makes sense. Ooh, a trader. And the worker went in city. Okay, that's actually significant, I would say. Alright, are any of these guys ready for promotions? They're not. Okay. So I wonder, can I step zone of control and choose to shoot from here? Or would there even be a need to? Okay, he can just shoot this guy down, and that's good. Okay. Alright, he took the slinger, so let's go ahead and corner the scout, because we can kill that, and we'll let him finish. And maybe we'll get a chance to finish that camp off. Get a little bit of cash there. Oh, looks like we'll be able to take the outside path. Alright, so this guy's got nothing to shoot, so I could step and shoot the city, I suppose. Let's try to shoot this little guy down. We could finish him off. Or I could shoot this guy and kind of dissuade them both. My warrior is going to come to here. I really want to be able to take this out. So, oh, and we get an envoy, so I can actually see Zanzibar become their suzerain right now if I wanted to. Let's do that right now. Let's see what that gets us. Alternatively, I could choose Palanque because it's going to be a while before we get that suzerain. And we are going to have a couple campuses up, so being suzerain of them. Of course, that's not coming for a while because we got to not only build whatever the merchant district is, but also wait for those great people points to accumulate. So that's going to be a while. Let's go ahead and just take Zanzibar now, since we're at war. They don't have much units to give us, and I don't even know how much they will contribute, because I know in Civ 5, 2 AIs could be at war and just never send units. But so this guy I definitely want coming down here. Okay, so I can either shoot him to dissuade them both from attacking, or shoot him. He'll probably run off to Leeds. Let's see if I can lure them in so I can finish them off, because the main idea of this war is to gut their army, and taking over Liverpool is more of an afterthought. But I do want to kind of get an idea for what I can do to a city here. 19 health with 3 archers, 2 warriors. That kind of looks plausible, as long as we don't have units tearing at us from behind. Now, if you've seen my Civ 5 videos, you know that when I declared war, I favored eliminating units over hitting the city, because you can eliminate units all day long and then seize the city. So it's probably what I'm going to do here, especially now in Civ 6 that the cities can't fight back naturally. They have to build ancient walls in order to be able to bombard. Is my understanding. I haven't actually made use of that mechanic, so I'm just assuming based on the way it's described in the tech. Okay, so let us... Alright. Okay, so we... Oh shoot, I forgot! I was going to get an envoy from that. I didn't need to place the 3rd one. I forgot. I should have placed the envoy in Kumasi and gotten them too. Had all this military like surrounding them right at war. That would have been excellent. But I made a mistake. So, anyways, I see this warrior here, so I definitely want to tag team up on him while I can. So these 2 archers are going to go for that. And then I'll have this archer step and shoot that scout that's in my way. Because if I attacked into it here, I wouldn't be able to plunder the trade route. Or I don't know if it happens naturally or you actually have to command it. I think in Civ 5 you had to command it. Like, I could have him step and shoot this guy, but it looks like Zanzibar will do that for me. So I'm just going to take that scout out. And now my warrior can step And, okay, so I could plunder the trade route, but it looks like I would rather... Oh, okay, I don't have enough points to do that. Okay, so this warrior is probably going to get killed by this warrior. I was kind of hoping I could plunder and heal up. I don't know that plundering heals up, but it did in Civ 5. That's unfortunate. Who has the promotion? Just him? Okay. Alright, so we're done building our 2 boats. What would we build next? Let's get a campus up already. And it looks like we could buy a tile here to have 2 mountains. This one's more expensive. So let's go here, build it there, get the most out of it. Again, I could have this boat come along to the east as well, but I really don't see going for London at this point. As it is, like the army that I have, I think attacking a city is tenable, or tenuous rather. So I don't know that I'm prepared to try and take on... Ooh. I don't know that I'm prepared to take on a capital. So I'm just going to have this boat explore to the west. And hopefully we'll find some shallow waters somewhere that will allow... I want to scout around the continent first, but hopefully we will find some shallow waters. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Nice. Okay, so we should be able to plunder the tile improvement. And this guy's not going to get away, so let's back him off and see if we can heal. That warrior might chase us, but either way we're going to lose a scout, so let's try to do it the way that doesn't lose a scout. Does this guy... Yes, he is ripe for promotion. That's excellent. That is excellent. And he's ripe for promotion too. So I want to promote them both just so they're going to be at max health. And you know what? I meant to bring him out of the marsh anyways. I want to encircle the city so that this worker can't get away. So yeah, let's go ahead and step and improve. This isn't actually going to help me attacking the city, but it'll give him more health, which will indirectly lead to greater damage to the city. So I'm going to leave the full health one to do that. And now he should be able to move here. Yeah. And then I'll be able to encircle the city and stop that. I meant to do that last turn. So anyways, let's go ahead. And we don't want to pillage the road because the way roads are built in Civ 6, it's the caravans that build them. So if I pillage the road, I would literally have to get my own caravan in here. I don't think a worker can repair it. I could be wrong about that, though. I just know the roads are built in a different way, so I'm assuming. And that fully healed him. That's amazing. That's excellent. He was on the brink of death. So I'm really happy about that. I didn't realize it would heal that much. I think in Civ 5 it was like, what, 50% maximum or something like that? Alright, so Watermill is online. We have 5 citizens here. Let's see how they're allocated. These are 3 core tiles, and because of the watermill, if I was to buy one of these wheat, that would be a 4 core tile, so I'm tempted to do that right now. Money looks like it's worthwhile. I've got one to down here and one up here, and since this is pretty much protected area, I'm going to do that. And that gives us more visibility around here too to dissuade. I don't think a camp could spawn here because we had one spawn there earlier. And I believe in Civ 5 they never could spawn in the same tile more than once just because it technically became an artifact zone or whatever it was called. I don't know. Anyway, so we do have one campus being built, but we do want to eventually... I would like another builder, I think, but we've got one being built there. He can put this online, farm here, farm there. So that's good enough. I am going to want one over here eventually. So yeah, let's go ahead and build a campus. Get that second campus, because there is a tech that has a Eureka. I think it's a tech. But I always get the Eurekas and Inspirations mixed up. I don't know which is which always. So few troops. Okay, so maybe his previous military comment was actually meant to be a backhanded compliment. And that's okay. And this guy's pretty much a goner. So let's defend up. Maybe we can hit and survive and get a promotion. I doubt it, but what else can I do at this point, really? Alrighty then. Okay, well if I want to encircle the city, I gotta take this unit out. And unfortunately, this guy can't step in, or maybe he could? Let's try it. We might not need to. It could be that this warrior will finish him off after these two archers take shots at him. Looks like he's taking the hits pretty well, though. Alright. The only problem I see with this is that I won't have a tile to plunder after that. Of course, if encircling the city is my idea, then I could just have both of these move clockwise so that he can get back on a tile he can actually plunder to heal up. I think that's a good idea. Oh, and I get a promotion anyways? Okay, so I won't even need to move back. Yeah, because that'll put me at 94 health. Okay. City is successfully encircled, and I'm on the road too, so... Oh, and look at that. Worker. Is he on a hill, though? No. So from here, I should be able to cross the river, unless I can only use the bridge if it's mine. I don't know. Anyways, it's time to start putting a serious effort into sieging that city. Oh, he can actually do a pretty decent chunk to it. Okay, so a few rounds, 3 shots going off per round. I don't imagine that would take me too long. Okay, so just sit tight and continue exploring. Sucks that we got some blind spot here, but it's very small and it's not a place we could settle anyway, so I'm okay with it. Bye-bye, Scout. I will have to build another one. Ooh. Oh, good, he is sending units. Look at that. Yeah, okay, so I want another Scout. And the question is, how soon do I want it? I could have him build it now, but I'd rather he build a building for that so we can continue developing our military. We have a decent starter army, but it's all occupied, so anything could come in here right now. And that is a concern. Maybe he'll build a scout right away? I don't know. Build a scout here. Well, the only real place I need to scout is down here. And depending on the shape of the continent, the boat might be able to do most of the work for me. I still want a scout, though, because the boats will eventually find another continent, and I can have them embark and take care of all that. Anyways, we got this to deal with. He is ripe for a promotion. That is excellent, because that means that I will be able to heal him up fully before I need to start attacking the city full on. So let's go ahead and lay into this unit heavily. We'll do these two first just to see if that's sufficient so that he can use his promotion now. Oh wow, I didn't even have to attack with the warrior. I was prepared to go here and here to complete the encirclement. But that second shot actually finished him off, which frees this guy to use his promotion, which is great because the city's at full health, so throwing one shot at it isn't going to do anything right now. And there we go. You get your promotion as well. It might be worth taking Tortoise here. He's not fighting back sufficiently, so I don't need it for survival sake at the moment. And there's no units around, so it really doesn't need it for that. I don't actually know. This is just my starter army, though, so let's be aggressive. Obviously, I mean, it looks like I'll be able to take this city. What's going on? Oh, unit killed. Yeah, I knew that. All right. We do want to replace that at some point. I'm just not sure when that point will be, because right now it doesn't look like my need for scout is very large. Because even if I found a good settle spot down here, I mean, I've already got iron that I need, and if I settle down here, it would be a disjointed city encircled by enemies. So my need for a scout at the moment's not that great. Now here's a question: stable or barracks? I've already got a decent land unit. I don't have any cavalry yet. I do still need a spearman because there is a Eureka for finishing a unit off with a spearman, just like there is for Slinger and the boat that shoots. So I might just build a pikeman now, or a spearman, whichever one's first. Just because, like I said, I don't have any backfield military right now, and that's a problem. And that will buy me enough time to get your guys' advice on whether I should build. Because my thoughts are, Either one of these is going to give the same yields, except for it gives XP boosts for the associated units. And I'm probably going to build more cavalry. Like a horse right now would be nice. They can slam into warriors. And I haven't played a game of Civ deep enough that I saw the AI build cavalry, so, or pikemen rather. So cavalry would be pretty safe. So I'm kind of leaning towards the stables. But since I can't make that decision yet, I'm just going to go ahead and build a spearman. And hope, because once I take this city, I'll probably cut this video off at that point. We're way past half an hour, and that's fine. I'm not married to the particular time length. I'm not married to it. All right. So, anyways, moving on. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish up ironworking, because once we take the city over, we'll have 2 warriors within borders. I do want to finish this off as well, so we can get one of those. I want to finish this off so we can get the Great Merchant rolling. That's actually pretty important because we have a quest for that. I'm going to need irrigation. So our tech's pretty much overloaded at the moment. Because we are getting froggy with our military, I think this is going to be most important. Then probably this, and then this if I need to by time the worker comes out. We're already up to 2 pop here, so I'm assuming it's working these 2 tiles. That's a pretty good tile. Alright. So that's looking good right now, I think. So let us fortify up. So yeah, I made a couple mistakes as far as like missed moves or misallocated moves, and it doesn't look like it's going to be too detrimental. I'm really happy about that because I tend to take little mistakes like that. Oh. Yeah, okay, good. Maintain relationships. I'm more interested in this. Is that for real? Why would he do that? I mean, I don't have a use for another settler, but depriving them of yet another city would definitely be worth the effort. Now, this is a hill, so I can't guarantee I can steal that guy, but if I could come here, like the best he could do would be to escape here. I could have him come, yeah. I don't see a reason why not. These guys aren't ready to attack the city just yet, and if I have 2 of my archers step in, this builder's not going to get anywhere. I don't see a reason why not. I wish I had visibility on the city just to see if stepping here is going to get me hit. I can take the hit, obviously, but for a settler, I'll take that. Oh, look at that. He's got no military there. This is awesome. And then I'll bring him here, so that way if he tries to escape here, I can still capture him. And then their city's not encircled as far as like that builder escaping, but I can step my archers in. I wonder what he's going to do, if he'll help attack the city or not. So yeah, step in and shoot. Absolutely. I do think I saw at one point that ranged units can't actually capture civilians, so I don't know if this is a foolproof plan. But yeah, that city's going down, and I might actually get another settler for free. I'll definitely be getting this builder if I prevent his escape. Which again, I don't know if ranged units are sufficient for that, but I will definitely let a builder get away in order to capture a settler, which I get to do now, which is awesome, because from this hill I'll actually be able to, why is it saying I can, okay. From this hill I'll be actually able to go 1-2 because of the road and the bridge. Alright. Okay, so you back off so that this warrior can occupy this tile. They're both across the river, which I don't like, but whatever. Alright, you stay there for the moment. I think I'll have him back off 1-2 just because I can. Alright, that city is going down. Wonder why it's saying I get to move it there. Hey, we'll actually get to settle this city on this video, probably. Don't have a builder for it, but, well, we'll see how many charges he has. I can see the quarry's not developed here, and I want to buy into this tile and get the silk online. That's probably one of the better tiles in the city anyways, second only to the horse. So alright, and I can, alright, we'll go for max visibility because I can still get in the same amount of moves. This is excellent. What an amazing segment. I'm so glad this is turning out as well as it is, because This was something of a gamble. Alright, so right now there's 3 different techs I'm interested in. We're looking at 6, 3, and 1 turn, respectively. Alright, so the builder's got some time. We don't have to go for irrigation immediately. That's nice. We don't have to go for currency immediately either. 6 turns, we can have that shipbuilding one. And then they can start on a Kinkareem, I think it's called. Something. Okay, so I do think, because yeah, we're not going to be able to build the economic district where we want to soon enough. Unless I want to build it here, but that would be an overlap of timing anyways. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh yeah, I want this too. Build ancient walls. Okay, we got to build ancient walls somewhere. Maybe that's what I'll do in my military city. Or if I take over this city. I don't know. Do they let you build in Civ 6? Choose your build? They didn't in Civ 5, so I don't want to bank on that just at this moment. So let's just go ahead and do this right now. Get another boat. And maybe we will go for the capital. I doubt it, but... Well, yeah, because they're probably going to build ancient walls here just in preparation of all my naughtiness over here. Unmet player has been defeated. Okay, so we're not the only ones that are being aggressive. Alright. This is finished. We can get rid of the boat policy if we want. We will be building another boat, though. However, if we didn't take the boat policy, what military policy would we take? And what do we want to choose as our other policies? I like the 1 hammer in another city. That's 4 hammers right now. If I went for the builder one, for example, we're only getting 3 hammers here. That's would be 1 hammer total in this one city only. Probably not ideal. Alright, so don't need that because I don't even have any scouting units. I don't even have the cavalry one yet. That must be the military one. Is that what I'm missing? Okay. Alright, so we will want to double back and pick that up at some point. In fact, oh wait, I don't want to build straight into cavalry. I would want to build a stable first. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm pretty much at the end of this video, and I'll have time to take some comments before I record the next one, probably. Although I do have the day off, I might start recording the next segment, because this is pretty exciting. Anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand here. I get distracted easily. I appreciate your guys' patience with that. So yeah, I don't see a reason not to just keep it the shipbuilding one for now. Everything else is great, so we don't actually need to change anything there. So let's go ahead, and I do want to pick this up. We finished the Eureka, or the inspiration for that. Amenities probably aren't going to be a problem just yet, so I'm not in a rush to get there. We're going to have the inspirations for these, so let's go ahead and just pick this up, because I will want that cavalry policy at some point. And you're going to give me a free worker too? Another one? I actually do need another one, so... this guy doesn't have any place to go, though. I literally have... I mean, there's some tepid settlement options out here. I got a marsh there. You know, something I hadn't considered... if possible, we would want a city that could do 2 resources, 2 sea resources. What's that for? Yeah, celestial navigation, which I don't actually have a need to go for anyway. So at some point we could pick up a city. We could benefit from a city with 2 sea resource options. But like, what would that be? Here, I saw there was fresh water here. But I mean, this is a really crappy city option. Over here is pretty crappy city option. Over here is not too bad. Like here wouldn't be the worst. Ideally here, but here we could get the bananas and the deer. Yeah, just kind of low production it seems. But I could go here. I have a couple good tiles to start off with. I actually like the Pantheon that adds hammers to the workboats. But we don't have that, so if we did, this would be an okay city spot. It's not too bad. I mean, There's some tile options, and if we took this city, it would be somewhat congruous. Alright, since the settler's free, and I don't know that there's actually any penalty to having too many cities, it's not like Civ 5 where you get improved or increased policy costs and whatnot. Let's just start heading that way. And you guys can let me know if you think there's a spot over here worth settling to get the 2 sea resources. We don't actually need anything else out there, so it's not that important. This city's ready to fall, so I do want to kind of bring this warrior back. But another free builder would probably be worth... I mean, worst case scenario, it'd just take another turn or two while the archers whittle us down. That doesn't appear to be a problem. So let's go ahead and steal that worker. I don't know why it keeps showing the blue outline as if I can't actually capture these civilians. For encirclement purposes, I want to move the warrior back here. Again, I don't know if archers can actually create or capture civilians, so I don't even know how beneficial that is. And it looks like I probably could have captured the city this turn. That's very, very, very unfortunate. I should have just taken it. I didn't realize my archers were going to be that effective. Okay, mistakes abound. And for those watching, what I would have done differently in this scenario is I would have shot with these two first just to see how much damage I could do before shuffling these guys around. And then I would have seen, oh, look, we're on our way to victory. Shot again. Came in and had everything taken care of. But that's okay, because I don't want to declare peace with these guys until my boat gets past their borders anyways. They're probably not going to be willing to give me open borders after I attack and take one of their cities. Okay, so they've got a military coming out now. A barbarian. Here, let me help with that. Why not, right? Why not? Okay, we can finally get some scouting done over there. He's going to head over here again. Let me know what you guys think as far as where would be a good idea to settle that. Let's go ahead and link these guys up. No reason not to for the time being. Oh, this isn't a hill. Oh, okay. I don't know why I was thinking it was a hill. Matters not at this point. Okay, so going by Civ 5 rules, I would not get any XP for shooting this because it appears to be out of health. So let's just go ahead and take that city. Bam! I didn't even realize there was an inspiration associated, although it makes sense. And we get a builder. How many charges is that? Just the one? Okay. And that one has 3. Alright. So we can get a quarry, we can get silk, and then we can send them off over here, help that city get started. Or maybe come over here if I do decide to actually settle a city. Get started on those workboats. In fact, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. So yeah, let me know where you guys think I should settle this city. Alright, we'll have him heal up. And it looked like it's time to deploy the trade route, which is awesome, because then we'll become suzerain of this city, assuming that we can. Let's go ahead and drop this city. Go ahead and set our preferences. And yep, that's a 5-core tile, very good. What do we want to build first? We should probably build a monument. We haven't built any. We are going to build a trade district that'll help, or a theater district, so that will help our culture production. I don't know what city I'm going to be doing it in though. Maybe this city? Because I was thinking about building a monument anyways. We're going to build an aqueduct here, so I definitely don't want to make use of that tile. I wouldn't want to chop these tiles down, and I don't want to buy another tile right now. It's not even showing me options outside my border. What does that district provide? Oh, it doesn't actually say for some reason. But it does in the technology tree, doesn't it? Or, no, this is a culture policy. Alright, so let's see. Turn per turn. Each adjacent wonder, every 2 adjacent district tiles. Okay, so this city has no districts. So we don't, it's not like there could be a better placement. I just don't want to destroy this tile. It's one of the good tiles we have. It's the second to last good. We need 5 pop to be able to make use of it, but still. Where else would the theater square go? Because I also want to build an economy district coming up soon. theater district here. I could buy this tile because it said adjacent. So we could just build a monument. I'll just start the monument. You guys let me know if you think there's something better I could be building here. I could build a holy district. Well, no, because the mountains and stuff. I would have to buy a tile. Well, I can do that. Like buy here, get 2 mountains. That's not a bad idea. How are we doing on great people? Where is that located? There it is. See, great profit. Alright, Spain. Alright, we got one person ahead of us. So if we built, say, a holy site here and a temple or whatever here, we could run that down. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Oh, +3 in fact. Okay. Let's do that. I don't have a problem with that. Alright, let's finally address this. So the road to Kumasi does appear to go through our new city, and that is excellent. En route, we are suzerain now, which is great. Added visibility. Not bad at all. They declare war against Spain. Nice. Our gold actually goes up because the completion of the last route created a trading post in the city. That's excellent. Okay. Now it looks like it's prompting me to keep the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop the video here. Because I'm at a point now where I could use your guys' advice on a lot of different things. Where to settle this city, for example. I don't know the difference between keeping and raising, and maybe there's another option I don't know of, like returning or something, but I really like the idea that Silk's right here, so I really am pretty intent on keeping this city. Yeah, and let me know what you guys think about which building I should go for here, because the Spearman's coming out 2 turns. I'm kind of favoring stables, but you let me know what you think. And yeah, this has been a great video. I think we're off to a really good start. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was worth your time. Like, subscribe if you want. Give me any tips you have. I'm more than open to any suggestions. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.